Hey there everyone, today we are heading in the world of anime, to bring you the list of top 10 dark psychological anime, so let's dive straight in. Number 10 Angels of Death. When 13-year-old Rachel Gardner goes to a hospital after apparently witnessing a murder, she wakes up with virtually no memories to find herself on floor B7 of a strange underground facility, in which each unique floor houses one murderous resident. In an environment elaborately tailored to their psychopathies, Rachel survives the resident of floor B7, who was her doctor at the hospital, by escaping to floor B6, where Isaac Foster resides. Remembering more of her life and claiming she deserves to die, Rachel asks Isaac to kill her. However, Isaac wants to kill only people who want to live, so the two form a pact. In exchange for Rachel helping Isaac to escape, Isaac will kill Rachel when they do. They then proceed upward through each floor in an attempt to achieve their respective goals. Number 9 Perfect Blue. J-pop idol group Chom has spent the last 2 years entertaining its fans. Sadly, all good things must come to an end, and Chom must see one of its members, Mima Kurigo, leave the group to pursue her acting career. While Mima's choice is met with a mixed response, she hopes her fans will continue to support her. However, Mima's life begins to change drastically after her departure from the group. Wanting to shed her pop idol image, she takes on a role in a crime drama series, and her career as an actress gradually becomes more demanding and taxing for both Mima and her manager, Rumi Hidaka. To add to Mima's growing unease, an obsessed fan who is incapable of accepting that Mima has quit being an innocent idol, begins stalking her. A new anonymous website begins to impersonate her life with intricate detail, and Chom also appears to be doing better without her. One by one, each disturbing development drives Mima to become increasingly unhinged and unable to distinguish reality from fantasy. Number 8 Deadman Wonderland. It looked like it would be a normal day for Gonta Igarashi and his classmates. They were preparing to go on a class field trip to a certain prison amusement park called Deadman Wonderland, where the convicts perform dangerous acts for the onlookers' amusement. However, Gonta's life is quickly turned upside down when his whole class gets massacred by a mysterious man in red. Framed for the incident and sentenced to death, Gonta is sent to the very jail he was supposed to visit. But Gonta's nightmare is only just beginning. The young protagonist is thrown into a world of sadistic inmates and enigmatic powers, to live in constant fear of the lethal collar placed around his neck that is slowed only by winning in the prison's deathly games. Gonta must bet his life to survive in a ruthless place where it isn't always easy to tell friend from foe, all while trying to find the mysterious red man, and clear his name in Deadman Wonderland. Number 7 Death Parade. After death, either heaven or hell awaits most humans, but for a select few, death brings them to Quindecim, a bar where only pairs of people who die at the same time can enter. Attending the bar is an enigmatic figure known as Decim, who also acts as the arbiter. He passes judgment on those who wind up at Quindecim by challenging them to a life-threatening game. These games determine if the patron's soul will reincarnate into a new life, or be sent into the void, never to be seen again. From darts and bowling to fighting games, the true nature of each patron slowly comes to light as they wager their souls. Though his methods remain unchanged, the sudden appearance of a black-haired amnesiac causes Decim to reevaluate his own rulings. Number 6 Ghost in the Shell. The anime's story is set in 2027, 1 year after the end of the Fourth Non-Nuclear War. Newport City is still reeling from the war's aftermath when it suffers a bombing caused by a self-propelled mine. Then, a military member implicated in arms-dealing bribes is gunned down. During the investigation, Public Security Section's Daisuke Aramaki encounters Motoko Kusanagi, the cyborg wizard-level hacker assigned to the military's 501st Secret Unit. Beidou, a man with the eye that does not sleep, suspects that Kusanagi is the one behind the bombing. The Nihama Prefectural Police Detective Togasa is pursuing his own dual cases of the shooting death and a prostitute's murder. Motoko herself is being watched by the 501st Secret Unit's head Kurutsu and cyborg agents. Number 5 Terror in Resonance. Painted in red, the word Vaughn is all that is left behind after a terrorist attack on a nuclear facility in Japan. The government is shattered by their inability to act, and the police are left frantically searching for ways to crack down the perpetrators. The public are clueless, until 6 months later, a strange video makes its way onto the internet. In it, 2 teenage boys who identify themselves only as Sphinx directly challenge the police, threatening to cause destruction and mayhem across Tokyo. Unable to stop the mass panic quickly spreading through the city and desperate for any leads in their investigation, the police struggle to act effectively against these terrorists, with Detective Kenjiro Shibazaki caught in the middle of it all. Terror in Resonance tells the story of 9 and 12, the 2 boys behind the masked figures of Sphinx. They should not exist, yet they stand strong in a world of deception and secrets while they make the city fall around them, all in the hopes of burying their own tragic truth. Number 4 Promised Neverland. It is a story about an 11-year-old girl named Emma. She lives in an orphanage called Grace Field House and her fellow foster siblings, which include her best friends Norman and Ray. These children call the woman who raises them mama or sister, but her actual name is Isabella. At first glance, everyone gets along, and Isabella is an amazing foster mother. However, she is still caring and strict by providing chores amongst the children along with tests and other tasks for the children to have the ability to train mentally, and it evaluates their strengths and weaknesses. Emma, Norman, and Ray continue to maintain the top scores on the exams and are considered to be the best of the best, from wisdom to physical strength. However, the children continue to maintain a carefree attitude. They love their mother deeply, so they frequently play outside in the forest, which is considered their backyard, but there is a dark, mysterious fence that is extremely tall, and the children are told it gives them protection, so they do not question too much. It is suspicious that the children are dressed in uniform and have to wear all white, but they also have numbers tattooed behind their necks. Once every 2 months, a child will be adopted and leave home. Still, the child will not send letters to their foster siblings and friends who remain in the orphanage home, and subsequently, Emma is sorrowful, and she does not want her life to change where she is surrounded by those she loves the most and gets to play every day. It is soon revealed that the home has approximately 40 children who vary from newborns to 12 years old. Number 3. Made in Abyss. The Abyss, a gaping chasm stretching down into the depths of the earth, filled with mysterious creatures and relics from a time long past. How did it come to be? What lies at the bottom? Countless brave individuals known as divers have sought to solve these mysteries of the abyss. Fearlessly descending into its darkest realms, the best and bravest of the divers, the White Whistles, are hailed as legends by those who remain on the surface. Rico, daughter of the missing White Whistle Liza the Annihilator, aspires to become like her mother and explore the furthest reaches of the abyss. However, just a novice Red Whistle herself, she is only permitted to roam its most upper layer. Even so, Rico has a chance encounter with a mysterious robot with the appearance of an ordinary young boy. She comes to name him Reg, and he has no recollection of the events preceding his discovery. Certain that the technology to create Reg must come from deep within the abyss, the two decide to venture forth into the chasm to recover his memories and see the bottom of the great pit with their own eyes. However, they know not of the harsh reality that is the true existence of the abyss. Number 2. Stein Gate. Eccentric scientist Rentaro Okabe has a never-ending thirst for scientific explorations. Together with his ditzy but well-meaning friend Miyuri Shina, and his roommate Itaru Hashida, Okabe founds the Future Gadget Laboratory in the hopes of creating technological innovations that baffle the human psyche. Despite claims of grandeur, the only notable gadget the trio have created is a microwave that has the mystifying power to turn bananas into green goo. However, when Okabe attends a conference on time travel, he experiences a series of strange events that lead him to believe that there is more to the phone microwave gadget than meets the eye. Apparently able to send text messages into the past using the microwave, Okabe dabbles further with the time machine, attracting the ire and attention of the mysterious organization Sern. Due to the novel discovery, Okabe and his friends find themselves in an ever-present danger. As he works to mitigate the damage his invention has caused to the timeline, Okabe fights a battle to not only save his loved ones but also to preserve his degrading sanity. Number 1. Monster. Dr. Kenzo Tenma is a genius surgeon working in post-Cold War Germany who has a bright future ahead of him. He is admired by his colleagues, loved by his patients, and due to marry his boss's daughter, the beautiful Eva Heinemann. One day, when 2 patients in desperate need of emergency surgery are wheeled into his hospital, Tenma faces a terrible choice of saving the orphaned boy who came first or the mayor of Dusseldorf, whose recovery would raise the hospital's profile and boost his own career. Against the demands of his superior, Tenma does what he believes is right and saves the child. However, his decision not only damages his prospects, but unleashes a chain of events so horrific that it might have come from the depths of his worst nightmares. Laden with guilt, Tenma begins a journey across Germany in search of a formidable young man who will challenge his morals, his love for life, and his very sanity. Thank you.
Don't miss out. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications to stay updated with the latest anime recaps and be the first to know when the next episode drops.